Hello everyone! This is Running on Empty Food Review. Well, hello ladies, gentlemen, and everyone watching. Welcome one and all to this newest edition of the Running on Empty Food Review series. I'm your host, Report of the Week. Thank you for checking in. I'm up against the clock on this one, I really am. I don't have a lot of time left in my camera, memory-wise, so I'm really up against the clock there. There are thunderstorms moving in as I speak, and I have 5 items to review today, so this is going to be really, really fast. I'm essentially going to just try out each item, say, is it good, yes or no, and then move on to the next. Because what I'm trying out today is a new menu from Burger King. They are going all in on the heat. They say anyway, we are getting into the real hottest days of the summertime season. Let's crank the temperature up then, and they have released the new Fiery menu. And the Fiery menu from Burger King features 5 different items, from the least spicy to the most spicy, but spice, again, is a point that they are emphasizing, and I'm trying out the entire Fiery menu in today's review. 5 separate reviews, 5 individual scores. Let's get to it. So, first and foremost on the Fiery lineup from Burger King is a drink. This again is the least spicy of them all. This is supposed to be like the appetizer to maybe a little bit of primer, so to speak, to get you all psyched up for the rest. Fiery Strawberry Sprite. It's a medium drink. I paid around $3.23 for it. Essentially it's Sprite, and it's supposed to have a spicy strawberry base to it as well. It's a very colorful and refreshing looking drink. So let's try this one out first and foremost, see what it tastes like. Refreshing. It is a very warm afternoon, temperature is in the 90s. It's cooling, but there is a little bit of a spice note to it, no doubt. But I really taste the sweetness, strawberry nature of it, very carbonated. Very, very tiny spicy note to it, though. I would describe it as mild. You will notice a tiny bit of that spice there, but not much. But it's pleasant, it works, more refreshing than anything else, and I think that's exactly what the intent of this beverage was. It's supposed to just be mildly spicy, but alright in the end. But pleasant and more refreshing than anything else, but so far so good. So I would rate the Fiery Strawberry Sprite from Burger King pleasant. I'd say it's an 8 out of 10. Alright, now into the first food of the day. We have these Fiery Mozzarella Fries. The Mozzarella Fries from Burger King are a fairly new addition to the menu. They're essentially mozzarella sticks, but slightly thinner. And of course, these are supposed to be spicy, going all out with the branding. Crave the heat. Fiery. An 8-piece, which is what I got, is available for the price of $5.15. Taking them out. They're a little more stubby than the chicken fries. That's how you could sort of tell the difference. It's mozzarella cheese that's fried, breaded. In the breading is supposed to be a mix of spicy peppers. And now I will try those out, so let's see how these are. The Fiery Mozzarella Fries. This is the second spiciest item. I knew these storms were coming, and I'm just going to keep filming. Unless the lightning gets really close, I'm just going to keep doing this. It's cheesy. Not necessarily stringy or melty. The cheese itself, it's more of like a cheese stick. But you do get that crunchy little juxtaposition from the breading on the outside of the mozzarella fry. Spice is present, though, and it is persistent. It's definitely more noticeable than what I've noticed with the Fiery Strawberry Sprite. But obviously cheesy, and again has that crunchy shell. It's like a mozzarella stick, but spicy, essentially. That's what it really comes down to. So, yeah, somewhat spicy. It's a little on the oily side, a little maybe greasier than I would have hoped for. But, all in all, it's still alright for what it is. Out of 10, $5 for an 8-piece. I'm probably going to end up giving it a, this is more probably a 7 out of 10. It's okay for what it is. Nothing to really rave about, but still okay. Into one of the main items now, the Fiery Bacon Whopper. This is a burger that they've also released. It's a spicy Whopper. And you can see right there. Bacon Whopper. Fiery Bacon Whopper, that is. With cheese. It is available for the price of $8.40. On it, fire, is beef, a fiery seasoned bacon, pepper jack cheese, a creamy, what is that? Creamy fiery sauce. This is a spicy burger. These thunderstorms happen every single day. It's just the climate. I like the thunderstorms, honestly. Rain is always appreciated. I like the clouds. Cool looking. So, they don't bother me. I'm still trying to be responsible. You can see right there the bacon, some of the sauce, beef patty. Well, let's try it out now. The Fiery Bacon Whopper from Burger King. Going in, let's see how spicy it is. And it's interesting that some of the spice should be in the bacon too, so let's see. So far, so good. Some nice dark clouds over there. Break the heat at least, which is always good. I'm a fan of it. I would say of the 3 items I've tried so far, the Fiery Bacon Whopper, easily my favorite. The Whopper, mind you, is an iconic item from Burger King for a reason. It's their signature sandwich. And I thought they did a good job about it. I really like the bacon aspect. It's got this seasoning to it it's got a little bit of sweetness to it, but very pleasant spice as well. Along with, of course, that fattiness, that crisp. Really, so far so good as far as the bacon is concerned. Pepper jack cheese is there. You notice it, not all that flavorful, but that creamy, fiery sauce as well. You know, it does add some moisture to the sandwich. It's pleasant, and yeah, I'm a fan of it. Beef is tender, juicy. There's that lettuce and tomato as well, that juicy tomato to it likewise. And I think the quality of it is decent. It's definitely got that spice to it, but the bacon steals the show. And I'm a fan of that. So, impressed by the Fiery Bacon Whopper. I think they did a good job. It's flavorful, good quality bacon. And again, it's got this spicy element, but a little bit of sweetness too, which I am a fan of. So far, definitely my favorite of the spicy lineup. I'm going to be giving the Fiery Bacon Whopper. It's a little pricey, but it is good. 8.4 out of 10 rating. I'm actually going to get a little bit more water. I'm running low, so pardon me for one quick second. I have returned, as they say, with some more water. Good to cleanse the palate, you know. I wanted to add, so far the spice is not... It's that spice that hits you immediately, and you notice it right off the bat. The spice with the drink sort of lingered a little bit, but otherwise it was more of an immediate spice. Not overwhelming, not overbearing, though. Again, so far that Whopper is definitely right in the middle. A little spicier, though, than the Mozzarella Fries. So far, sequentially, it all makes sense thus far. Now let's get into the next step. Now we go into the Fiery Chicken Fries. $4.79 for an 8-piece, which is sort of odd that the Mozzarella Fries are more expensive than the chicken, but it is what it is, I guess. And as you'll see, these are a bit thinner. That's how I could tell that these were the chicken fries. Because, you know, the mozzarella ones were a little more stubby and straight, whereas these are more curved. And that's how you could always tell. So this is chicken, very thinly cut, of course, and fried with spicy breading. Let's try it out. The spice on these is stronger, much more intense. This is lingering on more. Not a big fan of them, though. These, and if you look at them, I don't know if this is just me, but don't they look a little burnt? Like a little blackened, right? I taste that, too. Like they're just overdone, like they left them in too long. I taste that char. They're spicy, but there's that char associated with them, like they're just overcooked and burnt, very dry. So, sure, they're spicy, but they're not pleasant to eat at all. Overcooked, and I taste this burnt flavor to them. Yeah, definitely more spicy, but not good. So, I would give the Fiery Chicken Fries, these I would give probably a 4 out of 10, because I taste the spice and then I taste that burnt flavor, and that's no good. If they were cooked better, they would get a better score. Finally, the Fiery Bacon Chicken Sandwich. So this is the final one now, the spiciest of the spicy so far. And let me take one more sip of water. Cleanse the palate. This one is supposed to have a triple pepper spicy glaze to the chicken, fiery bacon, creamy fiery sauce, pepper jack cheese, lettuce, and tomato. This is supposed to be the spicy one, $8.40 for the chicken sandwich. See the chicken fillet, I see the bacon, the cheese, some of the sauce. Not seeing a ton of glaze on the chicken, though. The picture implied that it would be almost like saucy in a way. I'm not necessarily seeing that. But, can't judge a book by its cover. You know, the Whopper, which had similar characteristics, was quite good, so maybe this will be too. So let's try it out. Starting to run low on time, so I'm going to have to pause while I eat this. And let's try it out. Let's see if it's any good or not. Let's go in. Alright, I took one bite. And I could already tell you this is terrible. I could already tell you right off the bat that it is. I'm going to take a few more bites, but boy, for this being the most hyped up thing, this is... You'll see in a minute, but this is not good. Now, this thing is a total mess, and I'll show you real quick everything that you need to know. It fell apart, and then watch what happens when I try to even just take a bite of this. Burnt, tastes dry, and the thing is like a piece of rubber. You have to literally rip the thing apart. You have to pull at it just to even be able to take a bite. Chicken here is of horrible quality, abysmal, quite frankly. And just like the situation with the chicken fries, I taste this burnt flavor. It's rubbery. You're struggling to even take a bite of it. There's that glaze is barely there. There's not much spice as far as the chicken is concerned. This definitely is not the spiciest thing on the menu. The bacon and the cheese are okay, but that only goes so far when the quality of the chicken is abysmally bad. The bun is a bit dry. This is not good. Very low quality, very poor quality chicken. Not enjoyable in the least, not as spicy as I would have hoped. $8 wasted there. So finally, that fiery bacon royal crispy chicken sandwich, out of 10. This is going to get probably a 2 out of 10. Very disappointing there. So, all in all, Fiery Bacon Whopper is the best of the lineup. That's probably what impressed me the most. If you see this menu, you want a little bit of spice but a good burger, get the Whopper. Chicken, on the other hand, that sandwich was supposed to be the most spicy, really disappointing there. Chicken fries were let down. The drink's okay, slightly refreshing, and the mozzarella fries are okay too. That's all that I have. Thanks for watching.